Hello out there. I know that I'm in portrait mode, and I'm sorry, but I just don't have it in me to be in landscape mode. It's easier for me to hold my phone this way. Um, this is a sad video for me to make. And I decided I really needed to do it because I know that there's a lot of other channels out there that show the beginning and maybe even good way through their journey with bee venom therapy, and then don't do another up to let you know how things ended for them. And these are channels that have been up for years. Sorry that I get this done. Not only that, but I do intend on continuing to use this channel. But I wanted to explain what was going on with my bee venom journey. First of all, because this is live, I am expecting interruptions. If they happen, I do apologize. So, bee venom. Well, first of all, I am much sicker than I was last time I did a video, which was about 4 months ago. And a lot has happened in my life since then. We are now in Illinois rather than Arizona. We technically have moved twice since the last video I did. Once briefly in with family, and then the second time was the big leap to Illinois. I'm not going to go into details about what all happened there. Just thankful that it was God-led. My bee venom journey went off the rails. So in the last video I did, I had not done, I believe I had said I had not really done any stinging in a while, and it was making me nervous, and I was really wanting to get back on it. Well, that never happened. We have had an unbelievable number of roadblocks blocking us from being able to do bee venom therapy. I still completely support and believe in bee venom for healing Lyme. But our particular situation ended up causing multiple interruptions that, I mean, we had so many issues, everything from bees dying in the box to having trouble getting bees to when we moved here. Oops. When we moved here, we tried to actually get an entire hive. And I had found somebody, sorry about the screaming. I had found somebody who was willing to sell me a hive even though it was late in the season. And then that person stopped communicating. And it's just like, we've had one thing after another that has blocked us from being able to get a hold of the bees. My weight is severely low at this point. I am around 100 pounds. I honestly, if you were to see a full body picture of me, I would look I look like I'm anorexic. I'm not. It's just, I don't think anybody really understands how this happened. The people in my family, they see me every day, so they see how skinny I am, but I don't think any of us really zeroed in on what the actual issues were. I am a part of a Lyme chat that happens on Wednesdays, and I have not joined into that Lyme chat in about 3 months until just recently. And, I mean, when people would ask why I'm not eating, I'm like, I'm just not hungry. That, and I also tend to have a lot of stomach issues. Well, we have narrowed down that the stomach issues often come with drinking milk in my recent history. So if I drink milk, or have ice cream, or have pudding, or something like that regularly, let's say 3 or 4 days in a row, not necessarily a lot of it each day, just, consistently, then all of a sudden it's like my stomach shuts down. And I just can't put anything else on my stomach. Everything sounds repulsive. Um, Once I stop the milk, it takes another 3, 4, 5, maybe even 6 days before my stomach gets back to where it was, where I was able to eat. And that's one thing that I've been kind of dabbling with the last few months, testing and seeing if it is indeed milk, and it sure seems to be. The other thing is, I never thought about the fact that just because I wasn't hungry didn't mean I didn't need the food. I just, I mean, keep in mind, I used to be almost 300 pounds. When when I was at that weight, I would eat when I got hungry. I was never much of a emotional eater, and I was never much of a snacker. So it was, oh, I'm hungry. I better get something to eat. Well, somewhere along the way of my Lyme journey, that stopped. And I am severely low in weight at this point. It wasn't until I joined into the Lyme chat just recently, after our move to Illinois, that my Lyme friends are like, you need to eat. You need to have at least 2,000 calories a day. I'm like, I get like, I don't know, 5, 6, 700 maybe. I don't really feel like eating. They're like, it doesn't matter. You need to get that food. And so now for a few weeks, have been consistently, and very hard trying to get that 2,000 calories a day. I'm successful most days. Once in a while, I'll have a bad day where I just don't get close. But for the most part, I think I've had that happen like 4 times in the last 3 weeks. So, mostly I'm meeting that bare minimum goal of 2,090 calories. You know what? It's getting more and more challenging as I do this, because I don't really feel like, a lot of calories come with things that are sweets, or super fatty, neither of which are, I enjoy my sweets, but then I'm over it, and I'm not a person that is able to eat sweet things all day, and I'm finding it more challenging, since I'm still trying to eat somewhat decently, but not not gorging on high fat or high sugary, carby things. It's not that I need to necessarily avoid those things, but just that my body is just like, ew, you know. Um, so I don't know, it's just been a challenge, because my body is used to eating better at this point, and now I am trying to reach these 2,000 calories, and my saving grace seems to be butter and juice. Hi, sweetie. It's gonna be a couple minutes. Can you come back? Why? Because I'm doing a video and it's live. Okay. Anyways, so I'm trying to get my weight back up, but it is going to take some time, and I just don't feel well anymore. It's been 5 months or better, since I've done bee venom therapy. So I don't think I'm getting the benefits of that at all anymore. Thankfully, the severe pain that I was in last year, that I had talked about last year, has not resurfaced. I do have a plan for a different protocol. I'm going to be using the Rife machine and essential oils for detox, along with my sauna blanket. But the actual what am I doing? Okay, the actual treatment for killing the Lyme will come from the Rife machine. I'll go into more details about that in a later video, but my goodness, it has kicked my butt already. I haven't even started treatment yet. We just did a scan on my body on Sunday. This is Tuesday. We did a scan on my body on Sunday to check and see what pathogens might be popping up. And oh my goodness, like it within, I don't know, hour of being finished with it, I was like, I am really tired. Like, really tired. We had somebody here that is letting us borrow some of her machines. And she was visiting. And usually, at least with visitors, I can make it through till they leave. And then I'm like, then I get tired. She was still here. And I just went, oh my gosh. I am like, I can't think straight tired. And it was really bad that first day on Sunday. And then I woke up and I was really still tired. I took a nap yesterday, which I haven't done in a while. I woke up, I thought, okay, maybe I'm bounced back from it. And then got to last night. So I apologize. Got to last night and was clearly still tired, and I think I'm still feeling it this morning. And that was just from the scan, much less the actual treatment. So I'm pretty sure that the Rife machine is going to kick my tush. We shall see. My brother is supposed to be visiting on the 9th. So I'm gonna wait until after he visits before beginning treatment, because I want to enjoy our visit, and I don't want to be feeling like crud and barely remembering him being here. So, but yeah, that's why I am ending bee venom therapy. I haven't been on it in like 5 months anyway. And and so why not go back to it? Well, because between 3 and 6 months is a dangerous period where your body, Lyme has a chance to flip the switches in your body to become anaphylactic. I was still all over the bee venom therapy. I was going to try other options for getting bees for the winter. And then it dawned on me, I am really sick right now. You know, I am about 100 pounds, still bedridden. I keep having different symptoms popping up that I don't know what they are. And currently do not have medical care. And then I went, so even if I go to the hospital, which is 20 minutes from here, even if I go to the hospital to do my testing, I honestly am not so sure that my body can make it through if I do have a reaction. So, just thinking, testing goes wrong, I become anaphylactic toward the bee sting. Bee sting causes me to have my throat swell up. We end up using the EpiPen. Those are really, really rough on the system. If it doesn't work the first time, we'd have to do a second EpiPen. As we're trying to get me in the hospital. I'm not so sure I'd make it through that. I am really weak, and I'm really not feeling well. And I'm kind of realistic as far as what I think I'm capable of. I know if something's going to be a challenge, but I can still do it. And this, literally risking my life to do a testing, and I think that is not a wise decision. So I don't want to do the testing because it scares me, and especially being over 5 months into the last time I did a sting. Honestly, this could kill me, you know, and I have a high probability of having an anaphylactic reaction. So I decided that it was time to move in a different direction. So that's what we're doing. Anyways, I think that's it for this video. It pretty much catches people up on what happened. Again, I really believe in bee venom therapy. It did me a lot of good at the very beginning when we were being consistent with it. Um, and I think that anybody that has a chance, they should definitely take advantage of it. The one thing I would warn against is combining it with other treatments and not doing it consistently like me. You know, that has just been a constant issue since about 6 months into the bee venom, of trying to be consistent with it. And if you can do the therapy and you can do it consistently and you can get through those rough periods, which keep in mind, those rough periods can happen with or without bee venom therapy. They can happen with bee venom therapy, it can happen without. So don't let them scare you away from the bee venom therapy. But I still really believe in it. It's just not going to work for me at this point in my life. So, because of the high potential for anaphylaxis. Anyhow, I hope anybody out there learning about bee venom gets some insight into my journey and how it's worked for me, and that it helped them decide if it's going to work for them. I kid you not, I was in such severe pain last year. It was horrific. And the bee venom took that away pretty quickly. So I will be forever grateful for the bee venom for doing that. And within 4 months, I still have pain, but it's nothing like what I was dealing with. What I was dealing with before was just this perpetual tightening of my muscles. So, and I'd rather have like multiple natural births back to back than go through that again. Um, which I've done. I haven't done them back to back, but I've done the natural birth, so I do know what I'm talking about. Yeah, anyways, if you're searching for bee venom therapy and you are not reactive to bee venom, I highly recommend it. I believe that is all. I hope everyone has been well and that the coming months for winter are going to treat you well, and we'll see lots of healing in you. Talk to you later. Bye.